Hello, this is Ron from Ron's YouTube channel, where we cover a lot of drone gear, and drone updates. And today, we actually have a drone update video. This is the DJI Mini 3 Pro, and we have the most recent firmware update and app update. I'm showing you on the screen there. The firmware is 01000500. The app is 1.98, and there's the RC firmware also. Now, since I made this video, we've got another update which brought the app to 1.99, but I've flown that since then. I cannot see any difference between the 1.98 and the 1.99, but yes, it was updated within 24 hours, and I think the RC firmware number changed too from those updates, but I believe the 01.000500 is still the same. So what we're trying to figure out here is what's up with this new firmware. And we do know one of the big things, we're going to get to that as in a big later on in this video, that you can change your gain and expo settings to the degree where you can change almost everything now. You can get your basically get your speed down to just about 2 miles per hour. So with a little fiddling, you can essentially return the old tripod mode from the old, say, Phantom 4 days. So okay, we're just gonna take off initially here and go for a little flight here just to make sure everything's still working as it should be. Because sometimes in the past these firmware updates have brought issues, and that's one of the most important things that nobody wants to update until they make sure they have no issues. The Wi-Fi and Bluetooth turn off automatically. That's a thing to the Mini 3, feature to the Mini 3 that supposedly allows it to get better signal reception by disabling the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. That was a update. It came out for this drone about a month into its release, when a lot of people were claiming they were having all sorts of signal issues. So that has been introduced. So what you do is you just get all your maps and stuff cached in before it gets turned off at that point. So, okay, we're at beautiful DuBois Park here in beautiful sunny South Florida. This is Jupiter. This is part of Jupiter, and we're looking out towards the inlet there and the ocean. And this is a park on the inlet here. We previously in a video we had a little meetup here with Michael Wright, where he did his kind of unbagging of the drones he brought to the South Florida drone meetup. Yeah, this video is a little late. I filmed this a couple weeks ago. Been in transit on the way home from the Florida drone meetup, and you had a little bout with the COVID in between. You can probably still hear my voice a little bit, but we're kind of getting back into the groove now. So look at that blue water out there. This is an amazing area. And there's the iconic Jupiter Lighthouse in the distance. And now we're not going to fly all the way out there. We have other videos where we have flown all the way out there. This is more or less just a test video here, and it's kind of windy today. And Marcus Crawford was with me when I did this flight, and he flew the Air 2S all the way out there. But that is a more robust drone in the wind than this Mini 3. I mean, Mini 3 probably would have did it, but there we get 2x, so we cheated. It looks like we're closer now than we were for this drone. It's nice that it has the you can go the 2x there, even in the 4K 30 mode there. So yeah, very nice, and the video quality still looks perfectly acceptable for the casual videologist. So so far this drone is flying perfectly and performing perfectly for me. I don't see any issues that may have been brought on by the update. Another thing the update brought was the ability to kind of reset all your data information. So that would come in handy, as say if you were selling a drone, or is giving it to somebody else. I will not demo that in this video here, but I just wanted to make mention that it does. It allow you to basically kind of reset all your information to like it was brand new. So that's kind of a good thing. But again, maybe we'll show that in a future video, but not today. So, okay. Yeah, I mean, we're just taking some photos here and testing all the camera features. And so far, it looks like, everything is normal here. Again, using the Jupiter Lighthouse as our subject here, and the waterway surrounding it. I don't know how far I'd say I'm away from there. I mean, not that far, but not that far if you have a drone, I guess. Always a lot of boat traffic in here with this, inland waterway here. So, and look how I've said it before, but look how this blue water is here. I live on the shore at the Jersey Shore here in Margate City, and my water doesn't look that blue in the summertime. So I'm just saying, look down here, maybe you'll see something swimming around out there. I do not know. There we found a boat chasing boats again. So yeah, a lot of people. Oh, look, see that you got to focus in there. See how I kind of tapped the focus and got that boat in focus there. So a lot of people, that say their things are out of focus. Remember, when you change your subject very quickly, you need to tap the focus to get that back in. Here comes a boat at me here. Maybe I'll fly backwards a little bit here. I'm over the water, so there's nothing to hit here. We've already flown here, so we know there's nothing up high here. I mean, and this drone does have backwards obstacle avoidance on it, so that's good to know. No, it just doesn't have the side to side that a bigger drone like the Mavic 3 would have. So you can see kind of a protected area there for people and kids to swim in, where they won't get kind of drug out to the water there by the waves and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And there's another such area where you can kind of go in there and you won't get drug out to sea here. That little sign of where they think that was a no wake zone type of sign. If you're a boater. Sorry for the fast yaw here. I'm just kind of messing around there. There went a bird by here. Again, just trying to make sure that this drone is up to speed here and flying just the way it should. Now look at all. See, a boat went by there, caused all those waves, those ripples there in the calm inlet waters. So I don't know if you could see Marcus or anybody flying there. Go over these little beautiful palm garden there. Wait a minute. There we are. I'm standing there, and there's with the kind of yellow shirt on, and there's Marcus with a green shirt on. We're consulting down there on where we happen to be in the airspace. You always got to call your heights out and stuff like that. You don't want a mid-air collision here. Of course, we're both Part 107 professional pilots, so we know all about this stuff here. We're flying safe. And our takeoff point there was that little the pad there, so you just had to be careful when you went up with the palm trees. And there's a couple. Use a nice picnic table there to get all your gear out, and there's some underwater rocks there in that blue water that I was talking about. And there's the other side of the inlet there. Got some nice clouds today. Kind of enough clouds there to keep the temperature down just a little bit here. So let's fly out here to the inland waterway. We got some more boats coming at us today. If you don't have this little Mini 3 Pro, it's just a joy to fly. It's definitely the class of the mini drones. Very capable, better in the wind than any other mini drone. It's gotten better through firmware updates. It's a better drone in the wind than it was, when it first came out a year ago. Not that it was bad then, but it's better now. I mean, it could easily fly along. It's got enough speed that I can easily fly along and stay with this boat. No problem. I mean, I'm stopping now, letting the boat get by, but I went to the 2X there. But it's got good speed. It handles well in the wind. As Mark would say, the flight controls. If you like DJI and you like DJI flight controls, I mean, it flies beautifully there. We have another tap the focus issue there, but we got it in focus now. There, see, I can trail that boat no problem. I should did like a little thing. I drew the box and got around it, but I just did some manual following here. But yeah, not to turn this into a review for the Mini 3, but again, the Mini 3's getting along to about a year old here, and it's just like the class of the mini drone division as far as everything all around. You may have some people say the nano camera is better, and it's a matter of opinion. Maybe it is. It's a good camera. Maybe it is better, but this drone would beat it probably in every other category. Features, flight speed, So when fighting. So yeah, not to turn this into a review video, but I want to let everybody know that if you got the Mini 3 Pro, you got a heck of a drone there. And again, the camera quality on it, the size of the sensors, not a 1 inch, but it's almost a 1 inch sensor. And it does up to 4K 60. Now, if you go into 60 frames per second, you're going to lose a lot of your it's going to take some capabilities away. You won't be able to zoom, and it's other things you can't do. You go up to 60. Some of the intelligent features are going at 60 frames per second, but I like staying in 4K 30 or 24, 25, 30, because at that point you're in HDR. So you kind of get a better view if you need HDR. If you need that kind of contrast between light and dark, the HDR mode is very nice. So just remember you have to be in 30 frames per second or less here. So here I kind of come in a little bit here. So I'm going to put all the firmware numbers and app numbers. I know I said them at one point, showed you on the screen, but I'm going to put them all down in the description down below, so you can reference that, in case you're looking for the update if you haven't done the update yet. I mean, I've flown, at least 3, 4, 5 times on the new firmware, and I'm pretty, convinced that it's ready to go. So. Okay, let's go back in the video mode. Let's show you the famous feature the Mini 3 has that I forgot about. You could do the vertical video on it, which is kind of unique in the DJI line. I know the Autel Lite can do the same thing, a little bit differently than this, but this kind of is first with the ability to do turn the camera and do that vertical video that's so popular on your YouTube Shorts. Your Instagrams, your TikToks, and so on. So, whether you're a fan of vertical video or not, that's up to you. I'm not singing the praises of the vertical video, but it is a thing. It's very popular. People get a lot of views off social media by putting up the vertical video content. Of course, it's designed to look good on mobile phones, since a lot of people consume their content on mobile devices nowadays. So there's a boat coming at us here in the lighthouse. We'll kind of line it up a little bit there. See, it's kind of a good 9:16 vertical video type of composure there. And what I'm going to do, folks, is at the end of this, this talking head sort of part of it here, or talkathon, I'm going to just put some clips together of the video I shot here, just the good stuff. I'll show you what it looks like off the memory card. You're only looking at like a 720p feed, I think, off this screen recording here. So we'll throw the full 4K 30 HDR video clips at the end. I mean, I'm not going to put it all. We'll cut it down to just the highlights here. Now here comes a boat right below us here. Look at that top-down shot. Nice little boat there. Probably guys going out to the inlet. Maybe, who knows, maybe doing some fishing. Or just riding around, who knows. So there's like a boat that always sits there. I think it's some kind of a utility boat in some way or another. So, yeah, so this is a look at the vertical video feature. The Mini 3, and of course the vertical video is still going to be in your 4K 30 HDR or less, 24. Those again, I don't know if I explained this well. If you 4K 30 or less, you're automatically in HDR video, and of course the drone will determine whether you need HDR or not. So I mean, if you're in a situation that doesn't require HDR, or HDR is not the best, it won't shoot it. But if it does, and the photos are nice too, because I think it has HDR photo capabilities, and it'll tell you whether the photo's been enhanced or not, whether it thinks it needs to be enhanced. So here we come in, watch these palm trees here. We're coming down, we're pretty close. Be careful, watch what you're doing. Oh, there's a famous Marcus Crawford from the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Take a little cell phone video. Looks like a little vertical video. Maybe he's going to put out a TikTok on this flying event here. So Okay, let's go in here and take a look at our gain and expo settings here. Look, I never know where this stuff is. Let's search around, see if we can find it here. It doesn't seem to be under camera. It's probably under one of the other headings there. It's definitely not in here. Again, I never know where this stuff is here in the menus. And with no rehearsal time, there's no fake rehearsing here on the Ron Brown channel. There we go. So it was under control there. Gain and expo tuning. So you see how we have the horizontal speed, max ascent, descent. They're all turned up as high as they can go there. So angular velocity, yaw, brake sensitivity. There's the expo, your gimbal, and your tilt smoothness. Now, basically, the top ones are the ones that had a lot to do with, bringing back the tripod mode again. But there's your expo. We're gonna probably tune them in a little while too. So let's go back up to that top again here, to the tippy top here. Okay, there's your max horizontal speed. So see, you can get it much lower now, and that's not even as low as you can go. See, we were in city mode. We were looking at normal mode, but now we're in city mode, and see the normal sport that pops up higher. So what we're going to do here today, folks, is we're going to go back to city, and we're going to fine tune it. I think to even make it a little bit slower than it is now to get it back to our tripod mode from the old days. It's a lot of people's favorite things from the old days. So, but we're going to take it off here, just a short little flight to see how slow it actually is in these modes. I think we're going to in this next video we go to Carl Park. We're going to slow those settings down even a bit more than we did here. We're flying basically on the defaults here now in the city mode here with the new gain expo settings there. So you can see how I'm yawing around here. And I did a lot of fast yawing for you earlier when we were in normal mode, but now I'm still doing some fast yawing here, but that's as fast as it's going to let me go. And here's kind of some of our ascent speed here, our forward speed. You can see how that was much smoother than the little test flight I gave you earlier when I was whipping around here and fast yawing you and fast gimbal up and down on you. So yeah, this is nice here. And again, it can even be dialed in a little bit slower than what we're looking at right now. We're going to show it to you probably in the next video, which I think the next video has already been issued. So I'll put a link in here to that video where we slow these settings down even more to get you as close as the old tri mod as humanly possible here. So, okay, folks, we're going to wrap up this portion of the firmware test right now. I think we kind of showed what we want to show here. So again, stay tuned at the end here. We're going to give you some kind of, kind of some cinematic video from the flight today. Just that kind of good stuff to give you a good look around this area. So, okay, thanks for watching today. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and we will see you in the next video.